Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your manifestation coach. All the information from me is below. I coach primarily with audios and emails, mostly emails that we exchange back and forth with you. We cover everything in my coaching, belief systems, your childhood, formative years, which is really important. A lot of coaches don't focus on this because everybody's so fucking afraid of the old story. The old story, however, contains your old blueprint that you're running on right now. As we speak, you have beliefs that you haven't dealt with yet, which is why you're having trouble. Most channels won't tell you this, but the belief system is where it's at. It's not about affirmations necessarily. It's not about, visualization. It's kind of like putting a band-aid on a big giant wound, and you're like, why doesn't it work? Well, it doesn't work because you have a different blueprint. And so we go through all of these things that are like so important. That's the majority, the bulk of my work. Now, I have to remind everybody, please don't use my website for the time being. I will let you know. I will make an announcement, okay, in one of my videos when it's safe to do so. Okay, you have the option of paying with Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. I can also send you a private link, directly linked to my company. And also there is Zelle that's directly linked to my bank account if you're in the United States. Also, I wanted to say for the waiting list right now, there is like about 2 to 3 weeks before I take on one person or two. Okay, so please, if you are interested in coaching with me, let me know. And please, it helps if you prepay so I know you're serious about my coaching. But there's a waiting list right now, 2 to 3 weeks. It can change, meaning it could be like 2 weeks instead of three, but like minimum 3 weeks, right? But for sure, if you're interested, please email me. That's the way to put yourself on the waiting list. You can tell me about your situation. It really helps if you've already watched, like some of my videos so you understand the kind of personality I have. I'm very direct. I don't beat around the bush. I'm not interested in this kind of fucking bullshit. Okay? I just tell you what it is. If you don't like this kind of direct personality, by all means, that's fine, but that's the personality I've got. It has worked for me all the years of coaching, and I've produced results for people, okay? I'm not the kind of coach, I hear these stories from my clients all day long, which they're like, I mean, it's obscene. Some people tell me about their coaching experiences where they spent like a year in coaching or like 9 months. And I'm just like, are you fucking shitting me right now? What were you talking about for 9 months? What did you have for breakfast? No, I need to, tell you exactly how it works, and then you're off and running. And if I didn't do my job properly and you still don't understand, then I'm a bad coach. But it doesn't take fucking 9 months to do that. It takes 2 months, in my experience, 3 months tops. After that, like I said in one of my previous videos, I don't want to see your face anymore. I don't want you to have to pay me for coaching. I want to see your face. If you want to say hello and like whatever, if I'm in your city, if I have a seminar, yeah, I'd love to see your face, but not in my coaching. Okay, you need to really download what I'm telling you and go off and running. Implement those things I'm telling you. All right? Otherwise, what the fuck? Another piece of information, okay? So when I introduced my coaching to the YouTube channel, I mostly had people from entertainment business, right? So I feel like I need to cover this because not like to brag or anything, but I want to make you understand that my clientele is mostly like, people from entertainment basically. And they did not talk to me every single day. And in the beginning, when I established this coaching, they would talk to me like maybe twice a week, right? And it would be phone calls, or it would be emails, or they would record like a small audio here and there. Primarily, like, these kinds of communications. When I introduced this coaching to the YouTube channel, I did say in the beginning, right, that we talk every day. Okay, this was my experience in my, previous coaching privately. This is why I said it. Until people started recording really long audios to me and sending them to me. Now, I don't particularly have a problem with a longer audio than 10 minutes, right? But if you're sending me an audio that's longer than 10 minutes, do not expect a reply the same day or even the next day, okay? Like, if you're recording a 20-minute audio, all right, do not expect me to reply to you the same day. I don't care. I don't care if you're having a fucking panic attack. It's unreasonable. All right. I have other clients. I'm not too busy for you. That's not the point. But the point is that I have to go through your audio more than once, to take notes of your audio more than once, because certain situations I want to absorb. I don't see you face to face, right? It's a different kind of situation where I have to play it back several times. So sometimes, people have accents, people come from different kind of like backgrounds. I have to listen and understand everything you're saying. And so the coaching is, if you're sending me an audio of 20 minutes or longer, I'm not going to reply to you the same day. No way that can happen. It's going to be the next day, and the longer the audio, the longer the time it takes me. Okay, so just to set the expectation, because I take my job very seriously, darling. I do. I have to really understand what the fuck you're saying to me, and then I need to take notes. I take so many notes. I paint the picture to myself, then I sit with it, and then I think about what to tell you. And then and here's the part I wanted to discuss in today's audio, because I feel like I really owe it to my subscribers and everybody just about listening in. I need to meditate. I need to compose myself. I need to like burn some fucking incense. I need to like, center myself. And then I record the audio. I don't do it while I'm walking. I don't do it while I'm fucking eating. I don't do it, you know what I mean? Like I have to really like, it's my time and yours. I'm recording this audio for you to keep like forever, basically, because that's what you walk away with from my coaching. So I am like performing, in a sense, channeling, right? So I told you that I'm channeling, right? You guys know this. I'm channeling these responses. Like after I listen back to my audio from my client, I'm like, who is this person and where did this come from? Just like I'm about to like channel this message for you. I'm not like Abraham Hicks, who's like, oh yeah, this is another entity, and I don't know where this comes from. It's an accumulation of entities. Fuck off. Okay, I still don't believe Abraham Hicks is real. By the way, you know what? While I'm at it, whatever. I am me, and then when I start channeling my message, I have a download, right? So right now, I got a download. I better record it, otherwise, like, whatever. I don't feel like I'm going to have access to it. While I'm talking to you right now, I don't have it yet, but as soon as I'm going to start talking to you about it, I'm going to have these thoughts pouring through my head, and I'm going to deliver the message to you. But the topic I just wrote down like in one singular sentence. Everything else is channeling. So just like that, I'm channeling to you what I have to say. And that requires an enormous amount of energy, because I want you to be helped. I really want you to walk away from my coaching like, you know what, you are transformed. This is why it's so intense, and this is why it doesn't take 9 fucking months to do this fucking bullshit, because you know what? That's just what it shouldn't be. It should be that you get it, you move on with your life, and better yourself and better everything around you, okay? So Please understand all these things, okay, about my coaching. And if you still feel like I'm the right cup of tea for you, by all means sign up. Otherwise, forget it. I'm not into this like panic mode attacks, situations. I'm not designed to do it. I'm here to like instruct you how to create a better version of yourself, how to manifest, how to deal with your beliefs, how to construct a new blueprint of your beliefs. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to start putting pressure on me, I don't operate on pressure. I operate on really high frequency inspiration. And when you start putting pressure on me, you know what? I don't want to do this. I don't. It's not how it works. Like, I'm not going to just, like, when some people send me these crazy emails and they expect me to just, like, reply them right back or do like, it's like, who do you think I am? You know what I mean? Like Superman or some Batman or something. Like, please, like, seriously, it's not for me, right? And I do a whole other different situation kind of work. It requires my time and energy. This is why it's so potent. So please understand that, and please respect my practice. Please respect me. Otherwise, it's just, first of all, it's just not going to happen, is what it is, and that's going to be the end of it. Okay? Anyway, sorry, this is like 11 minutes into it, but I really had to explain how everything works with me. Also, if you have any questions, additionally, how technical questions, etc., just please email me. The email is directly below. So the message of today is your energy is power. And I've touched on that in a previous video, but I don't really feel like I expanded it enough. And actually, you know what? One of my clients inspired me to think about how I'm going to explain it. Because actually, this is where, honestly, this is where my work is. This is how I manifest. This is how I help others manifest. This is how I record all these audios. This is actually the idea that a lot of people don't explain, and I'm going to, like, right now try to explain it to you. Okay, so what do I mean by your energy is power? First of all, everything is energy, right? In the universe, it's energetic. You are made of energy yourself. The world around you is made of energy. It's made of your energy. Now, there's an illusion that there's separation, right, between you and others and things and events and all this stuff. But it's just an illusion. And so the energetic power that you have over others and over events, over things, over physical objects is obscene. It's ridiculous. Once you understand how to utilize this power, you go beyond fucking affirmations. You go beyond visualization. You go, like, it's on another level, is all I have to say. Energy is the transmission. Yes, it's the transmission of thought, but it's also combined with a certain kind of intention. It's an intention. The power is an intention. Okay, so for example, I teach scripting to people, and I love scripting so much because it's miraculous. There's no question about it. It's miraculous. So if I have this index card with, by the way, like, everybody should get these index cards, 3x5 from Staples. If you don't have Staples, find them elsewhere. These are these small cards where you can, like, mini script each day what you want to achieve that day. That's what I do every single day. Everything comes true. All right. Maybe not that day, but, eventually, during the week. And so the intention, though, behind the scripting, behind putting something on paper should be like, I am writing this with the intention of this becoming true, of this becoming true. Completely 100%. This is not a list to Santa Claus, okay? This is not like, oh, please, would you help me, please? No, fuck off. We don't do this kind of shit. No, this is intention. This is like, this is going to come true. I intend for this to come true. And I want you to understand, like, when you do this kind of work with intention, you're sending out your energy big time. And you can visualize it however people do it. Everybody's different. You can feel it. I mean, everything is, frequency in the universe, and everything is energy, right? Everything is made of vibration, whatever word suits you best. But the thing is, you accompany it with your energy that's directed to the success of that something. So let's just say, for example, you want to manifest a certain amount of money, right? I don't know, $20,000, $100,000. And you write it down. But you write it down expecting that that's going to come true. And you're sending out the energy of this into the universe, which is you. I know, we know. But you're sending it out like $100,000 is going to land in my bank account, or however it has to come to me. And this is what $100,000 feels like to me. And I'm corresponding to this $100,000 right now. This is the energy that is going to create this $100,000 without a question. And the more you tune in vibrationally to the $100,000 and you make it yours already, energetically speaking, the 100,000 is already yours. You just keep corresponding to that vibration, to that frequency. Again, frequency is feeling. Frequency is the feeling that you're tuning into that parallel reality that in which you already have the $100,000. Okay? If you're tuning in into the frequency vibration of I want a lover, or I want a lover back, right? Again, tune into that vibration. What does that feel like? Now, many of you, on this channel have different situations, right, with their SPs in terms of like, you're not together with them, there's some issue, you've parted ways, or you're not talking, or whatever the drama is. Now, we go over this in my coaching extensively, but ultimately, all the techniques are designed to help you reach that vibration, reach that state of they're already with me, they're already married to me, they are right here with me in my bed, or whatever, eating food and stuff like that. And so if you tune into that vibration, into that frequency, and you're giving your energy to that state of being, oh my God, it's there. That's the power. This is so powerful. You have no idea. Because this is what I teach ultimately, but I'm trying to figure out the correct words, and I hope I'm doing a good job. But everything is your energy. The kind of energy you vibrate towards a certain outcome, that's the frequency, or the energy rather, that you're going to experience back. Okay, does that make sense? You vibrate an energy of like, oh my God, they're already here. Everything worked out. I'm right here with them. It's it's amazing how everything worked out. I was so worried in the past, but look at us now. We've grown closer together, even because of our differences. We've been through so much, blah blah blah, but now we're so close together. And you kind of like download that shit and feel that energy. Oh mama. Oh mamma mia, it's going to be fantastical. And so you basically downloading that energy and projecting that energy into the universe. And so it becomes this rapport between you and the parallel reality that you're creating. Not really creating, because you're kind of like attracting it into your existence, because it already existed, right? Everything already exists. But the energetic power that you have is like freaking astonishing. It's on another level. You just haven't tapped into it, you haven't used it. But the energy that you feed your creations is what makes them come true, essentially. I'll give you another example, because a lot of people that, contact me, they have some, again, like I said, problems and stuff like that with their SPs. And a lot of these people, again, to reiterate, techniques and going through beliefs and everything like that is the work you have to do in coaching in order to arrive at the premise of the feeling that you ultimately want to manifest in your life. Because if you don't clear out the garbage out of your life, the stuff of the past, nothing new can come in. There's no room for it right now. If you have some problems and you're like resentment, anger, all of this bullshit. But once you do, the way to, like, let's say you're not talking to your SP right now, or they've wronged you, they did something really shitty towards you, right? The way to, there is no revenge, first of all. Okay, some people contact me as like, how can I get revenge? Okay, sit down, calm down, take a drink of chamomile tea. Please don't bother me. It's revenge. Like, what are you, a child? No, there is no revenge. You just let them know energetically. Okay, you let them know telepathically how badly they messed up. I don't know how else to explain it. You let them know on an energetic level, like, hey, you really messed up, didn't you? Yeah. Because you did X, Y, and Z, and, maybe you're even angry in this process. But you tell them energetically, like, I'm giving you this energy, babe, because that was fucked up. That was fucked up. And I want you to receive this energetic message from me. It's telepathic, obviously, but it's also energy. You're communicating with energy. Telepathy is not words, right? Telepathy is energy that you can translate into words. And so when you let them know telepathically what you've been experiencing because of their wrongdoing and what it was like for you to go through that kind of shit, they're gonna feel it. They're gonna feel it. There's no question about it. That's how, some people call it manipulation. It's not. It's creation. This is a universe of energy. So if I'm letting you know energetically how you made me feel, what you did, how you wronged me, and you know what, this was totally messed up, this is not manipulation. This is the way reality actually fucking works. Instead of, being angry or being revengeful or being whatever, you tell them energetically, you messed up. Yeah, you big time. And this is how you made me feel. And you know what's going to happen? First of all, two things happen, right? You validate yourself and your feelings instead of feeling like revengeful or whatever. And then you communicate. The person gets the message and they may be inclined, maybe not right away, but they will be inclined to apologize to you. Because they will download that energy and that will make them feel remorseful. That will make them feel like, oh, I get it now. Not that they were stupid before. Maybe they understood what happened, but maybe whatever. Something didn't click in for them in their mind. And they were like, and they will become completely congruent to what you sent out. Completely 100% aligned with what you felt. It's as if they are on the same frequency as you, not as if they are. You see? So you achieve far better results with the energetic work rather than manipulating somebody or, doing shitty shit. It's like, or taking revenge. No, the 3D it's crap. It's the aftermath of what you energetically produced. And so when you do it with your mind, it's a lot. It produces Oh my God, the results of a lifetime. The results, you can sit down, relax, burn some incense, have a chamomile tea, and produce better results than if you like struggled in a 3D for like days. Okay? With your mind, with your energy, with your intention. Because remember, I've said this before in my videos. Universe has this invisible internet that goes out to everybody, alive and dead. Even if this person is no longer living, you can still communicate with them. Oh yes, big time. You can still ask them for forgiveness, or you can apologize. All sorts of wonderful shit can happen. So when you send out this kind of energy to your SP, they get it. Oh, fuck yeah, they get it. They think what you think. I've already covered that as well on my channel. So don't try so hard and like paying attention to 3D or trying hard in the 3D. You know what? That's for fucking amateurs. Seriously though. Like, who the fuck cares about 3D anymore? When you're walking around in your mind, completely 100% coherent with your creations, with the energy that you sent out, and you know what you did with that energy, there's no, you don't give a fuck about 3D. You don't give a fuck about what the other person says to you. Even that person shows up and tells you something different, you're like, you politely listen to them till the end, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, if you say so, okay, sure, okay, let's reconvene when you get my energy, because I think maybe you didn't download it yet or something. Maybe you kind of like, thick-headed or something, but like, let's reconvene. And you know something, it works so well that the next day this person calls you and says like something completely different, like diametrically opposed. The energy has finally reached them, and you're like, oh, well, that's much better, my darling. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Okay. The other component I want to discuss here, right? So I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say about the energy thing. And if you don't, then, comment below. The part that has to become really kind of like adjacent to this is you have to make it normal. Okay, you have to make it normal and not try. If you're gonna try, sorry, my voice went somewhere. If you're going to try, it's going to have this residual feeling of trying, of being a little bit desperate. But if you're doing it with conviction, if you're doing it on purpose, if you know what you did, if you know the amount of, the kind of rather energy that you sent out towards that goal, towards that premise, you know what? It doesn't really matter what it's what's that? Like, it's normal. Yeah, it's already here. It's already here. Again, example being, if you had that $100,000 in your pocket, would you try to acquire it? No. No, you fucking wouldn't. You would just know it's already here. I'm in that vibration, in that parallel reality, because I sent out that energy, and thus the 100,000 is coming back to me. Now, 100,000 could be 100 million or 100 fucking billion. I don't know. I talk to all sorts of people, but I'm just using it as an example. Again, SP, if you were married to them right now, would you still worry? No, you would be like, here they are. I can't get rid of them. They're so fucking annoying. They're like smothering me with kisses and doing all this shit for me. Not annoying, but you know what I mean. I can't get rid of them. They're so loving to me. They're so beautiful to me. And so like, it becomes like reverse is true. You know what I mean? Like, before you were like worried and trying to concoct situations in your mind and blah blah blah, and all of a sudden like 3D turns around and administers to you what you sent out. You sent out the energy of, I am a confident manifester, this is my energy towards this goal, bring it to me. Here you go. Here's your goal. Completed and done. But again, I have to stress this, right? This doesn't happen overnight, nor does it ever happen until you address your beliefs. When you don't believe you can do this work, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So don't have unrealistic expectations of yourself. Take baby steps. Take one step at a time. But I just wanted to impart on you what you should look forward to, what kinds of situations are possible, and that it's not that hard. It's not that once you figure out yourself, once you have it dialed in, you rule the world. You rule the world. You can rule the world like from your bed. You can rule the world. You can rule the world from, you know, from your mind. Just sitting in bed and saying, hey, you do this and you do that, and everything just comes to you. I'm just saying, you don't have to stay in bed all the time. Just if you never got out of bed, you could still do it. If you had your mind downloaded to such a degree where you have this energy work completely mastered, just mastery of the energy. There's nothing else. And so the last thing I want to add is it's good to have all these techniques, right? Again, it's good to have all these techniques of affirmations and visualization and imagination and even scripting. But if you don't have the energy behind it, forget it. Forget it. You'll never reach that level of, again, level of mastery where you can just like think something and send the energy towards it and it'll come true. Because that's ultimately where everybody should be. That's ultimately where I want my clients and my listeners to be. Because that's the good stuff. That's the sweet spot. That's where everything is made of magic and miracles. Okay, no pun intended. Until next time, thank you for listening. Ciao ciao.